sorry. I'm fine, just don't say anything a sec. I just need... Oh, can you pass me? I'm so sorry. I just need you to listen for a sec, because I wanted to say this before, but then stuff was happening. I mean, stuff is happening, like, you know, down here. So I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I really think you deserve to know that before we have sex, I'm so sorry, but I don't see this working long term. Even though I really like you a lot. And honestly, you're way out of my league. Like, I feel so lucky that we're even here. I mean, you're literally, like, the most good-looking person I've ever seen, apart from maybe Freddie Mercury, but obviously he's not around anymore. So what I mean is, you're great. But it's just... Oh, we are so different. No, listen, please. Sorry, just... We are. Like, you're cool. I'm a loser. You're a dog person. I hate dogs. I'm 100% a cat person. And you're really good at football. I love wind band. And I know those things don't matter. Although the dog thing could actually cause some issues down the line. But it's mostly... I mean, I know you're not religious. But I'm not even religious. And I know that's important to you. And so... It's not that I haven't tried, because I have, and, well, I just... Look, basically... Okay, so when I was 10, I had this really beautiful cat called Kiara, and she got pregnant. It was an accident. It's a really romantic story, actually. But, yeah, we hadn't, like, made her... The word for when you make a cat infertile? Like, we hadn't done that yet. Wow, it sounds really intrusive, but fundamentally would have been for her own good. Oh my God, sorry. Like, no, I know that's not what's going on. I know that's not what's going on here. Like, I'm not scared you're gonna get me pregnant, like, right now. Or ever, I guess. Sorry, this isn't very sexy. Anyway, yeah, so this one day when Kiara was, like, super pregnant, my parents had these friends over, and they had this dog who was, like, super manic and liked chasing cats, so we all had to make sure the door was shut so the dog would stay in the garden, which wasn't mean or anything. Like, it was a nice spring day and not too hot, but basically the guy, Leslie, he left the door open. And the dog found Kiara in her safe spot she'd chosen to have her babies in, because that's what cats do, and chased her outside, and we couldn't find her for hours, and eventually me and my mum found her in our neighbour's tree. And I remember she was lying very still, but she was breathing. She could barely move, but she'd managed to outrun this dog, jump up onto a wall, climb a tree with 6 babies inside her. I mean, wow, what instinct. Amazing. So we took her to the vet. And she had to stay overnight, and we had to go home. And I prayed properly for the first time that her and her kittens would be okay. But then, after a couple of hours, the vet called and said that she was really sorry, but she'd not been able to save the kittens, but she'd do her best to save Kiara, and that she'd let us know in a few hours how she was doing. And I literally prayed the whole night. I know I did, because I was already awake when Mum came in the next morning and said that the vet had called, and that she'd done her best, and that Kiara had made it through the operation, but that she hadn't woken up from the anaesthetic because she was just too exhausted. So I said, so when's she gonna wake up then? And Mum said, I'm really sorry, love, she's not going to wake up. And I said, so she's not asleep then, is she? She's dead. I don't remember Leslie and Leslie leaving. Oh yeah, my parents' couple friends, they were both called Leslie. It was fucking weird. But later they called and offered to buy me a new cat. I said, no thanks, you pricks. That's why I'll never really get the whole religion thing. I guess it's also why I fucking hate dogs. Sorry. I mean, I hope that, like, makes sense. Thanks for listening. We can still have sex, though, if you want. Just, you know, keep it casual.